Border agents have been caught lying about a detained U.S. citizen. Shocker, but not really. Jose Hermosillo is a 19-year-old New Mexico resident who was visiting his girlfriend's family in Tucson, Arizona, earlier this month. During his trip, he had a medical emergency and was taken to the hospital via ambulance. In that kind of situation, of course, it's understandable to think that he didn't bring his ID. You know, the whole having a seizure thing kind of makes it so that you don't remember to bring your papers. Now, after being released from the Tucson hospital, Hermosillo did not know how to get back to where he was staying on the account of being in an unfamiliar town. So he did what other people would do, with maybe like, okay, well, I know, friendly police officer, please help me out. Give me some directions. Well, that didn't work out because, well, this police officer happened to be Border Patrol and immediately profiled him, asking Hermosillo where he was from and where are your papers? Papers, please! Of course. Now, he said, well, I'm from New Mexico. To which the officer replied, don't make me out like I'm stupid. I know you're from Mexico. Well, no, because it turns out, officer, you were stupid. Stupid. All right. Dumb, racist, POS. And I say that because racists really do think like this. Okay. They think that if everyone who looks Hispanic is from Mexico. What? No. They're the dumbest people in the country, perhaps even the world. Now, unfortunately, of course, thanks to Donald Trump, they've been empowered to make arrests based on racial profiling. And that's what happened. This guy was arrested for looking Mexican. That's it. Now, that said, the police did have a little bit of awareness and thought, ooh, yeah, that might look bad. I know. We're going to make things up to bolster our case. According to the DHS X account, Hermosillo's arrest and detention were a direct result of his own actions and statements. You see, he caused his own arrest by admitting that he's an undocumented immigrant, which again is not true. DHS falsified documents saying that Hermosillo had claimed to be from Mexico. Jose Hermosillo approached a border patrol in Tucson, Arizona, stating that he illegally entered the U.S. and identified himself as a Mexican citizen, the account stated in a Monday post. DHS also released a supposed transcript of Hermosillo's conversation with that border patrol agent, signed Jose, in which Hermosillo said he was born in Mexico and illegally entered the U.S., which of course was not true. The family, at the court hearing, was able to present documentation showing Hermosillo's proof of U.S. citizenship. Now, look, he said, I'm from New Mexico, and immediately they forgot the new, and it was like, Mexico, you're from Mexico? We got him. No. Now, the charges, of course, as a result of showing the papers, meant that they had no reason to hold him. He was released. Now, Hermosillo's girlfriend also noted that he had some learning disabilities and was only able to write his own name. He told Popular Information that he did not graduate from high school, only finishing 10th grade. According to the DHS report, Hermosillo had read their document or had it read to him, but he says that never happened. No, they didn't read anything to me, and I didn't read it. No. And on top of that, the documents contained inaccurate information, claiming that Hermosillo was detained at or near Nogales, Arizona, more than 70 miles away from Tucson. So they not only profiled him, but then covered it up after arresting him for absolutely no reason. All for him daring to ask an officer for directions. Disgusting. Now, he eventually got out, but not before being stuffed into a private prison. That's right, for immigrants, with 15 other men at the Florence Correctional Center for 10 days before being released. 10 days! 2 days into his detention, he told the judge that he was a U.S. citizen, but prosecutors then asked that his hearing be rescheduled, with Hermosillo remaining in detention until then. So absolutely unnecessary detention. This is basically the government kidnapping this guy for no reason at all. 7 days later, at the next hearing, his family provided the immigration court with his birth certificate. While in detention, he contracted the flu, but was not provided with any medicine after requesting it. His pleas to prison staff that he was a U.S. citizen were met with replies of, call your lawyer. And so this is why, by the way, they contract out to these private prisons, okay? Because these private prisons have been known to ignore the well-being of their charges. That's kind of the point. And they profit off of it too. So, I mean, it's absolutely disgusting that private prisons exist in the first place. Okay? But this is what they're doing. This is how they're treating people. Look, his due process was violated by this criminal administration, just like in other cases that I have talked about. And what's worse, of course, is the government lied about it, covered it up. I'm not shocked about that. None of us should be. Cops have absolutely lied before to justify their arrests of people who should not have been arrested in the first place. But it goes further than that. Because again, Trump has given law enforcement a blanket pass on their racial profiling. So it's happening far more often than it used to. And again, it also used to happen quite a bit. Now it's getting worse. So I hope this man or his family are planning to sue the crap out of Border Patrol, because at the end of the day, this is completely racist. It's unacceptable. It's profiling. It's disgusting and should never be the case. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.